Episode of Season 1 of Hard English Stories. This is episode 10. It's called The Dangers of Running Late. Let's jump right in. The dangers of running late. I wanted to share this as soon as possible. I'm still shaken up and haven't slept yet. I wanted to share this and make sure the word gets out. I hope everyone stays safe. Last night, I went for a run at the Far City Art Museum. I run at midnight because there are usually very few people at that time. Last night was the same. I saw no other runners, no bikers, no rollerbladers, no Indonesian caregivers walking their old people, no dogs to mess with my dog, Duke. Duke and I were almost at the corner of Railroad Avenue and Frontage Road when I heard someone weeping. We had just run 3 laps and we were both ready to return home. When I heard the weeping, I slowed and glanced around. I saw a young girl crouching on the corner near the edge of the sidewalk. She was sobbing quite loud. She was staring across the road in the direction of the busy train crossing. I looked around for anyone who could help, but I was alone. Even Duke was no longer beside me. He was lying on the ground 20 meters away with his paws pulled up over his ears. Since there was no one else to help, I carefully approached the young lady and asked in Chinese, "Miss, are you okay? Can I help you?" I noticed that she was wearing a Far City Junior High school uniform. It looked different than the uniforms that my students who go to Far City JHS wear. It looked older, more old-fashioned, but still new. She looked towards me, but I couldn't see her eyes. She had long black hair. Her bangs were long too. Girls usually don't wear their hair like that these days. I'm remembering this detail as I write, and it's kind of freaking me out. Okay, I'm back. I just locked the door. She looked at me and said in Chinese, "I want to go home. I want to go home. I want my dad. 我要回家, 我要回家, 我要爸爸." Maybe she was crazy. Unusual, but not unheard of. "Where do you live?" I asked. She pointed towards Railroad Avenue, to somewhere over the railroad tracks. "Over there," she replied. I looked around again for help. Still nobody. Still no Duke. This is a good time to remind you to follow us on YouTube and Spotify. Like the show, leave comments. Remember, Season 2 is coming in July, so stay tuned. "Okay, come on. I'll take you home," I said as I held out my hand to help her. I had been running and was sweaty. Her hand was cold and dry. We walked across the road and across the railroad tracks. It wasn't until then that I noticed she wasn't wearing shoes. There was a little park on both sides of the road as we crossed the tracks. She guided me to a little house I hadn't noticed before in the park. It seemed like a strange place for such a small house. I knocked loudly on the door because I wanted to get out of there and go find Duke and go home. I knocked again, louder. The door opened. An old man was there. "Excuse me, is this your granddaughter?" I asked as I glanced down at the girl. She was gone. I could still feel her cold fingers in my hand. I still feel them now. The old man laughed at me. "Oh, I see you've met my daughter. Come in, come in. I have something to show you." He smiled and laughed as he invited me in. I followed him. I wasn't scared yet. I looked around for the girl. How did she slip in without me seeing her? The old man showed me a framed photograph that sat at the front of the room on the family altar. The photograph was of the old man and the girl I had just met. He was much younger in the photograph, but she was just as I saw her. Even the uniform was the same. "Her shoes were knocked off when the train struck her," Just knocked them right off. He held a straight razor in one hand and was reaching for me with the other. I kicked him hard in the stomach. He fell against the altar and knocked the photograph over. It fell to the floor with a crash. Duke and I are ready if the old man and his daughter come to visit. The doors are locked. Thank you for listening to Season 1, Episode 10 of Hard English Stories. Stay tuned for Season 2 coming in July. Please remember to like and follow the show. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching the show.